Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into something we all love to talk about, what we do for fun. We're jumping right into the book 50/50, a speaking and listening course intro, and we'll be covering Unit 7, which is called In My Free Time Activities. So let's jump right in.
So here's what we've got on the agenda today. We're going to start with an introduction, then learn some really key phrases from a conversation. After that, we'll put our ears to the test with a listening activity, and then we'll play a couple of fun speaking games to make it all stick. We'll wrap it all up with a quick grammar review and your homework. By the time we're done, you'll be chatting all about your favorite hobbies.
All right, first things first. Our big goal here is super simple. We want you to get really comfortable asking and answering questions in English about what you do in your free time. By the end of this, you'll be chatting about your hobbies like a pro.
So, I'm going to start by asking you the big question. Really, take a second and think about it. What do you like to do in your free time? In Arabic, that's ماذا تحب أن تفعل في وقت فراغك? This simple question is exactly what we're going to nail down today. Okay, so to kick things off, we're going to listen to a short conversation. Think of this as our model, our example. It's full of all the key questions and answers that we're going to be using throughout this lesson.
So, the conversation kicks off with this really important question. Listen to how it flows, the pronunciation. What do you like to do in your free time, George? In Arabic, that's ماذا تحب أن تفعل في وقت فراغك يا George. You're going to be using this one a lot.
And George's answer, super simple and straight to the point. He says, I like to go skydiving, or uhibu al-kafs bil-mizlad. And this structure, I like to, followed by the activity, that's going to be your new best friend, seriously.
But, a really good conversation doesn't just stop there, right? Check out how Jenny keeps it going with follow-up questions to get more details. She asks, where do you do that? Which is, Aina tafal dalik, and how often do you go? Or, kam maratan tathab. Asking questions like these is key to showing you're actually listening and you're interested.
So George gives her the details, the location, Sky Ranch, and how often, about once a year. Okay, now it's your turn to practice. I want you to grab a partner and try out this exact same dialogue. But here's the twist. Use your own information. Talk about a hobby you actually enjoy. Go on, give it a shot.
Awesome job with that. So now that we've got a handle on the key phrases, let's switch gears from speaking to listening. Getting good at listening is so important for understanding how these conversations really sound in the real world.
But before we do that, let's load up on some new words, a little vocabulary boost. First up, some creative stuff. Paint. Take pictures. How about some more active hobbies? Go jogging, go dancing, go bowling, play golf, play ping pong, and of course some more relaxing things to do. Read magazines, go to the library, go shopping, go to the movies.
All right, you feel ready to put those new words into action? We're about to listen to 3 different chats, and we'll work through the exercises from the book together. So, ready to listen? هل أنت مستعد للاستماع? Don't worry, we'll do this step by step.
Okay, listen up and listen carefully. I'm going to read you parts of 3 different conversations. Your job is to listen for the hobbies and activities they talk about. Let's start with conversation 1. Well, what do you usually do in your free time? I like to go bowling sometimes. I go with my brother. Do you like to go to the movies? Sure, I sometimes go on Saturday. All right, did you get those 2? Now for conversation 2. Well, what does she like to do in her free time? She likes to read magazines? Oh yeah, she goes jogging in the morning. And finally, let's listen to conversation 3. Well, what do you like to do in your free time? I like taking photographs. Every Sunday I go to the mountains. I also paint. All right, awesome listening, everyone. Let's go over the answers and see how you did. In conversation number 1, we learned that Joey likes to go bowling with his brother, and he also goes to the movies on Saturday. In the second conversation, Amy's roommate enjoys reading magazines and she goes jogging in the morning. And in conversation 3, Cherie loves taking photographs in the mountains every Sunday, and she also paints. How did you do?
All right, you've given your ears a good workout. Now it's time to get our mouths moving. We're going to practice all these questions with a really fun game of bingo. Here's how it works. It's super simple. First thing you're going to do is look at your bingo card and just circle your answers for each category. Then you're going to get up, walk around the room, and ask your classmates questions. And if you find someone whose answer matches one on your card, you write their name in the box. Get 4 in a row, and you know what to do. Yell, bingo!
Awesome job on the bingo, everyone. Let's keep that energy up, keep that speaking practice going. We're going to jump into a second speaking game now, which is going to give us a chance to use even more new words and practice our conversation skills.
Time for another quick vocabulary boost. Let's add a few more activities to our list. We've got some fun indoor games like play pool and play cards. And if you like the outdoors, we've got go fishing, go hiking, play volleyball, and go horseback riding. Nice!
Okay, for this next practice, first you're going to circle 4 activities from the list that you like to do. Then pair up with a partner. Here's the key. You're going to ask them about the activities you didn't circle. So you might ask, do you like to go fishing? And if they say yes, that's when you jump in with all those great follow-up questions we practiced. Where do you go? When? How often? The goal here is to keep that conversation going. Make it natural.
Wow, those were some great conversations, everyone. Really good job. All right, to wrap things up, we're going to do a quick grammar review, and then I'll walk you through your homework so you can keep on practicing.
Okay, let's take a quick look at the grammar behind all these questions we've been asking. If you look at this table, you'll see a really clear pattern. You've got your question word, like what or where, then it's followed by do you. It's a formula. For instance, where do you play tennis? Or who do you play tennis with? Seriously, this table is your best friend for making sure your questions are perfect every time.
All right, let's talk about homework. This is your chance to really put everything together. I want you to choose 3 activities that you really enjoy. And for each one, write a couple of sentences explaining all those details. Where you do it, how often, when, and who with. This is just a fantastic way to make sure all of this really sticks.
And just like that, that's a wrap on Unit 7. You guys now have all the tools you need to ask and answer questions about your free time. So I'll leave you with one final question to think about. What's a new activity you could try just for the fun of being able to tell someone all about it in English? Thanks so much for joining me for this lesson.